And greetings, this is Johnny Panzer from PanzerLabs, and today I'm playing Door Kickers, which is a, how best to describe it, it's a top-down tactical shooter slash SWAT team simulator from the indie developer Killhouse Games, and it's a very cool little game. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, but I don't think it's gotten the attention that it deserves, and that's why I'm making this Let's Play video. Now, if you want to read the written review of this game, you can simply click the link at the bottom of the screen, or you could go to panzerlabs.blogspot.com at a time of your choosing and read the review then, or any of the other reviews I have up. I also write about gaming in general and gaming culture, 3D modeling, basically anything that involves the computer and things you can click on. With that said, let's begin this video. Okay, here we are at the starting screen. Here at the top right corner you have the squad roster. It's basically where you control your squad. Now the game employs XP system that allows you to level up both your squad and your individual squad members. Now, as you can see right now, I have not done any leveling, and that is because before I started recording I went into options and chose to reset my game progress. Now this is a very nice function. I wish more games had it. Let's face it, most of the time all you need to renew your interest in a game is to start with a clean slate, which is what I wanted to do for you guys. So I chose to reset everything, and it's, like I said, it's a nice function. Also, what I should do is I should tick colored paths. This will, well, you'll see it later, but it'll make it so much clearer who is doing what. And apply. Okay. Now, you have single missions, which is, according to me, the meat of the game. These are one-off missions with various win conditions. There are quite a lot of them. I think it's like 73 or 76. No, actually, now it's up to 80. 80 single missions, which is a lot. And there's also a mission generator, so you can make your own missions, or you can download missions from the game or from the Steam Workshop. The game is completely compatible with the Steam Workshop, which is nice. I haven't tried the mission generator myself, but I have only heard good things about it, and judging by the quality of the player-generated missions that I have downloaded in the past, I would say it appears to be quite a robust mission editor. And you can also, apart from the single mission, play campaigns. Now there are 6 campaigns in total, and each campaign will contain usually somewhere between 6 and 9 missions, which are tiered and often branchable, and they're all tied together with a common story arc. Now, I haven't played the campaigns as much as I would have liked to, and the reasons for this are twofold. First of all, any team members that you employ in a campaign will be locked out of the rest of the game until you finish the campaign. That means that if you start a campaign and then you quit the game and come back a bit later just wanting to play a quick single mission, then you will not be able to use the team members that are currently engaged in the campaign until you finish it. This may not be a problem for everyone, but it is for me, because I'm the type of guy who I rarely finish all my campaigns in one sitting, and it can be a bit frustrating when you just want to play a quick single mission. Also, the campaigns employ permadeath. And this is regardless of whether or not you have ticked the Iron Man mode. The Iron Man mode will only affect your ability to instantly replay a mission that you have failed or lost a team member in. This is actually the only way to save a dead team member in a campaign, is to replay the mission if you don't have Iron Man ticked in, and replay it until you do not lose anyone. If you click continue and go move on to the next mission, then the team member or team members that have died during the mission will be dead for the remainder of the campaign, and then even when you finish the campaign they will still be dead. So it's perma death, and the game doesn't explain this, at least in my opinion, as well as it should. So I mention it here. But apart from that, I do know that there are a lot of people enjoying the campaigns, and I have enjoyed the campaigns I have played as well. It's been a bit frustrating for me. Perhaps I would enjoy them more if I wasn't a notorious save scummer, but I am a save scummer, and that's just how I play my games. Also, you can replay missions you've played previously, or you can check out the how to play. These aren't tutorials, more like these nifty little mini videos describing how you play the game and the control schemes and the user interface. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them, and I should mention that the controls are and the user interface are just ingenious. It's a very good system. It's minimalistic in a good way, and still you can do a lot with it, and you can execute some pretty complicated plans with it. But it's easy to read, and much like the rest of the game, actually, the graphics are just top notch. It's a perfect example of 2D graphics done right. It's beautiful, it's clean, crisp, easily read, and I love it. It's actually one of my favorite games, at least indie titles from the last couple of years, and partly due to the graphics and the interface. It's just beautiful and perfectly executed. Also, there are credits and quit game, but those aren't important right now. I'm gonna show you a single mission. Click single mission, official missions. There. Now, I should mention that even though I have deleted all my progress, I can still pick any mission because those aren't locked to your progress. So I could potentially choose one of the harder later missions, but that would be very difficult right now given that none of my troops have increased accuracy or anything like that, and they all use I haven't unlocked any classes or any special skills or anything like that. So let's start with the very first mission, the clear the kill house. It's a very simple mission, but it's perfect to show you the control scheme. Right, when you click on a mission, you'll come to the briefing screen, and this will tell you, well, first there's this large image in the middle, which is the floor plan, so you know roughly what to expect. Then there's the mission type, which is dependent on, this is a kill mission, and it's dependent on the objectives. In this case, eliminate all terrorists. I don't know why they call it terrorists. Perhaps it is, but should be criminals. Never mind. There are also objectives like rescue hostages or take out one specific target, so you don't have to kill everyone. Or there's also saving intel or hacking terminals, things like that. And here's the intel. It will tell you the number of hostiles and the number of hostages if hostages are present. And apart from the red icons, I do believe that there are, I think they're gray icons, which indicate possible hostiles. So in this mission there are five hostiles, and you know that there are exactly 5 hostiles. But if there were 5 red icons like this and 2 gray icons, you would know that there were at least 5 hostiles, but there could be upwards of 7 hostiles. Also, I should mention these little icons here to the left. These are challenges, which are, it's sort of like achievements. Missions can have several challenges, and in this case there are 2 of them. The first is to complete the mission without pausing. The second is to use a single plan to complete the mission. And that's it. Let's just hit go. Another good thing about the game, the loading times are ridiculously low. I think it's like 1/10 of a second. Press key to continue. Yeah. Here we are at the first mission. This is where my guys deployed. Now normally these circles would just be plain white, but now they are colored, which will make it so much easier once you start dragging out paths. This little icon will allow you to minimize the HUD or maximize it again. And the game always starts in paused mode, but you can pause and unpause at your leisure by either clicking this button repeatedly or by, much simpler, is simply hitting the space bar. Now, with that said, the controls are exactly the same regardless of whether or not you're paused. It's a single left click will toggle cops between holding and moving, and if you click and hold down the left mouse button and drag, you can drag out a path like so, for example. Yep. And if you right click at one of the endpoints of the path, you can choose which direction you want him to face. So say I want him to face this direction, and as you can see, you can drag it out as far as you like to make it easier to aim, but it will snap back to a simple visual once you have. You can also right click anywhere on the path to make direction changes. So say here I do want him to quickly face this direction. If I instead were to hold down control while right clicking, I can tell him, and I'll get a blue arrow, and that tells me that he will, from this point onward, he will strafe, continuously facing right while moving along with the path until I give him a different order, like that, for example. I can also right click on the actions and delete them, or I can right click directly on the waypoint and delete it, and that will create a new endpoint where I right clicked, or I can right click on the endpoint and delete, and if I right click here, that should delete the entire path. So let's do that again. I'm gonna drag out the path. Just right now I'm not worried about results at all, I just want to show you the controls. So there we have it. With that said, you can combine the paused planning with the real time. So if I were to say hit space and start to unpause, I can then in real time start to drag out paths for my other guy, and right click hold on him will allow me to change his facing. Okay, this should be deadly, but yeah, actually he made it. And now I will go to the end mission screen. This is where I can see how many stars I made. Now you can make 0 to 3 stars on each mission, and the number of stars are dependent on these stats. Now you want to be faster or as fast as the time to beat, which on this mission is 15 seconds. I made it in 16 seconds. That's why it's red, and that's why 1 star is deducted. These little icons will tell you if you unlocked any challenges. Now the challenges won't actually give, I think they might give you extra XP, but they're not going to add to the stars, and in this case I did not unlock any of the challenges. You can also get stars deducted for casualty to the SWAT teams, or if any hostiles were not pacified. I should mention that in later missions you can pacify hostiles without killing them, so that is a possibility. And then you can see the total XP you earned, and this XP will only be earned if you do not hit restart. If you hit restart, the XP will be scratched. However, if you hit continue, you can move on to the next mission and the XP will be saved, so then you can go back and replay the mission. I do believe replaying it in that way should give you more XP, at least until you've earned all the possible XP from the mission. I'm not quite sure how that works. Detailed stats will just give you accuracy ratings, number of shots fired, things like that. It's a pretty cool little screen, but nothing you have to know about. Okay, with that said, I don't think I want to restart. Let's just... oh, I should mention, you can view, save, or replay. So that's the replay from the start screen, and then you can replay it at a later time. If you hit restart, I might just do that. Also, you can export the replay to video, and that's a really nice function because the video format is Facebook friendly. So if you want to post to Facebook or Google Plus or whatever the hell it is you're using, it's a very simple way to, if you manage to do some really nice planning and want to show it off, you can just export the replay to a video and post it. But no, actually I'm not going to restart. I can show you. No, let's do that. I'm going to restart, and what I will show you is if you restart. Ah, it didn't. Actually, normally if you restart or replay, you will have the same, the planning will be the same, but for some reason it didn't work here. I'm not entirely sure why, but let's just keep moving with this guy. Oh, there we go. Still killed them. Like I said, I'm not that's nice. It's an improved result. I lost cops and still considered an improved result because I did manage to beat the time to beat this time, and I completed a challenge, completed the mission without pausing in real time. Improved result. I don't know. Sort of have to imagine that there would be some sort of inquiry to that mission. If a cop died in 13 seconds and one cop is dead, and it's considered a pretty good result after all. It's just one dead cop out of 50% casualties is to be expected. Let's continue next mission, and also from here you could go back and simply, as you can see, this number of stars are saved, so I cannot downgrade my number of stars. And the stars, I should mention, they're used in the squad screen. Later you can use the stars to unlock special equipment. So for example, if I want to buy a better pistol or unlock a better pistol, I would need to pay 5 stars. Currently I only have 2 stars. And it gets more and more expensive the better equipment you try to unlock, but that's it. Let's just play one more mission to show you, give you a better idea, a little bit more complicated. Now the objectives and everything else is exactly the same, however the floor plan is a little bit different here. So go, press any key to continue. Lock and load. Let's do this. And here we are with a new floor plan. Now I should mention, since I haven't unlocked any classes right now, these will be the default class. I can't remember what it's called. It's just a trooper or something, and they are equipped with all the default equipment, since I haven't unlocked any equipment either. It's a G17 pistol, 2 flashbang grenades, 1 stinger grenade, some light body armor, and that last symbol is hang on, I'm just gonna drink some coffee here. The last symbol is a spy camera, which is a nifty little device you can use you can slip it in underneath the door. However, there are no doors here, there are just door openings. So here we should start. I'm gonna have him move here, and as you can see, when I click and drag, I can see his line of sight, which is a nice way to tell me what I can and cannot see. So the first guy should arch around like that, and then he could face that direction. Also he could, let's just right click and add 1 and then 2, and on these I could tell him to wait. There are wait commands. The first wait command is wait for clear. Do not move until there are no more tangles in sight. And this is automatically triggered. As soon as there are no more enemies in his line of sight, he will move on to the next part of his path. And that's what I want here. So I want him to go there, check for enemies, shoot at them. If there are no more, he can go on, and vice versa. And from here you can see you can click on any part of the path and redraw it from there. So I could potentially redraw it like that and like that. All clear. While he's doing that, I want the other guy to move up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's just do that and pause again later. So, clear, clear. You see how I did that? He has cleared the arch, and now I know there are no more enemies right here, so I might as well move this guy up here. Still have some cover. Face that direction. And this guy could move here. And while he's doing that, he can face that direction. And here he can face that direction. And I'll give him clear signals for those. Right. And also I can show you another wait command. Those are the go codes. There are Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Now, these are not automatic. They are given by you. So if you tell them at both these places to wait for the go code, what they will do is simply stand there until you press the A or the number 1 key. And once they've done that, I would like to... Let's just have them move continuously like that, and once they get here, he can face the other direction. And same with this guy. I think this should work. Now the thing is, what I'm trying to show you here is that unless you're trying to clear a hallway, hallways, or rather doorways, are the number 1 cop killer in this game. And for those instances, the facing arrows are quite useful. However, you shouldn't use them too much, because if you haven't given them facing, the default is that they will face in their direction of travel. And if you see, they actually have quite a large field of view, and if they see anything in their peripheral view, they will turn and face it and fire at it, unless there's something directly ahead of them. But however, if you have employed a direction arrow, that direction arrow will take precedence. So even if there's something in, say he's moving here and then he sees something in his peripheral vision, he will not continue to fire at that, because when he comes to this arrow, he will face that direction. So let's remove that and see how this pans out. Here. Oh, this is bad. He can't clear it because, as you see, the other one is in his way. So let's just remove and tell him to strafe instead. And then he can wait for the A and move like that. Okay. There he's down, and that one is down. Now I can give them the go code.
Alpha, go.
And that's the end of the mission. Okay, didn't plan out perfectly, but it was decent enough, I guess, at least for showing you how it's controlled, the game. It's perhaps not how it's done, but once again, I'm not a very good player. You've seen that. If you've seen any of my other Let's Play videos, I'm a crap player. And on my blog I write about this because I am a firm believer of being able to have a lot of fun while sucking immensely at a game, and I suck at most games, and yet I enjoy gaming so much. It's my number 1 hobby. It's what I do. I love gaming, and I'm really bad at it. Still, I am able to show you the controls. So here we have 2 stars and 700 XP, so that should be enough to show you a little bit more about the squad screen. Then I'm gonna end this Let's Play video. In future Let's Play videos, I do plan to make a few more, and then I will show you some more complicated missions and preferably a campaign. And right now I'm just going to hit continue to save the XP and then back. Now I should have, yes, I have unlocked at least level 2, and that means I have 1 doctrine point. The doctrine points are, you get 1 doctrine point per level above the first one for your squad. This isn't tied to individual team members, but the squad. And since I am now level 2, I have 1 doctrine points, and these are, if you've ever played World of Warcraft or any other sort of skill-based or game with tiered skill levels, you should recognize this. It's also a little bit like a tech screen from, say, Civilization or something like that. Okay, here you have it just costs 1 point to unlock anything, and they're tiered, like I said, so I can't unlock this until I've unlocked the first one. And these will give you bonuses to all of your squad members unless it's stated otherwise. So this is not a very good quick draw. It's not that amazing. It's the troopers become adept at deploying the handgun after a hands-on evolution and maneuvering around obstacles. It's not that good. I do like, however, point shooting. Troopers use natural body mechanics and a partial sight picture to instinctively engage target at close range. So this will give their close range targets their better accuracy at close range. However, I like this one more. Surgical shooting increases precision at all ranges, with a supplementary bonus applied at close and medium range. So basically this is a very big bonus to close range, but close range only. This is a small precision bonus to all ranges and specifically close and medium range. So let's click that, and now I've unlocked it, so all my troopers will have it. If I go back and click the roster, you will see that these two guys, they're the ones that are automatically deployed. My first has leveled up, so he is now, the trooper rank is, it starts as rookie, and then, no, he hasn't leveled up, he's a police officer 1, and this one has leveled up to police officer 2. Both have leveled up, but this one is leveled up twice, and you can see the XP they need. And here you can see their skills: marksmanship, assault shooting, field skills, which is handling crowbars, lockpicks, charges, time bombs. Assault shooting is your aiming speed. Weapon accuracy. Aiming speed is basically your how quickly you get a lock on new targets, and marksmanship is just how well you are at firing and hitting those marks. The yellow part will show you the increases he's gotten from his XP or his leveling, and here you can change the really? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with this guy. You can Pierre Ackerblom. Okay, so apparently he had French parents which named him Pierre, but one of the parents was Swedish or Norwegian and named him Ackerblom. Yeah, okay, nice. As I showed you, you can change the portrait, and you can also, it's very mod friendly, so you can import custom portraits of your own, and you can even change the badge for the squad. But let's use this. I'm gonna change the name, which is also simple. Let's call him Johnny Panzer. Of course, if I can't name something after me, I am not interested in playing. The call sign is his shorter name, which is the one you will see when you deploy them. And of course his... No, of course it should be Porky. And there you go. Now I have 4 stars, which means I can't actually change. I might be able to change one of these. No, I need at least 5 stars in order to unlock any of the equipment. No, I could give this guy, instead of a breaching charge, I could give him... right, he didn't have a stinger, like I said. I said he has stinger grenades, but instead of a stinger grenade, which isn't unlocked, he has a breaching charge, which you can place on doors and blow them up with the explosion facing inwards, so you can actually knock out some guys. But what I could do is... what was it I wanted to do? I wanted to... couldn't I... I had a... there! Instead of the spy camera, I could unlock a dynamic hammer. So let's just do that to show you. The dynamic hammer, the mighty Thor had it right. Sometimes a big hammer is all you need. This little fellow will take down most doors in one hit, but don't try to swing it at people though. At best they'll laugh and shoot you in the face. At worst they'll take the hit and sue the city afterwards. And this will, as you can see, it'll also tell you who it's usable by. This is usable by the classes Pointman, Assaulter, and Stealth, not Breacher and Shield, or Shield. Let's just, or I could use the Bolt Cutter. The Bolt Cutter is, it allows you to quickly cut down padlocks and open fence gates, which will come later in the game, but I'm gonna buy the Dynamic Hammer. Click to equip. Unlock Dynamic Hammer for 4 stars. Yes. That's how you do it. Right, I've done enough meddling with that screen, and actually I think I'm going to wrap this up. This is the first Let's Play video for door kickers from PanzerLabs, and keep your eyes peeled for more Let's Play videos, both for this game and for others. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't, or if you had, please leave a comment and let me know what I should improve or what you liked about it. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel if you liked it. And until then, this is Johnny Panzer signing out.